What's up, it's Asia Sky from DX Daily, and check this out. Kendrick Lamar has opened up about Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers in a new interview with W Magazine, which was published on Tuesday, October 11th. In one of his few conversations about the album, Kendrick delved into the inspiration and the intent behind his critically acclaimed fifth LP, on which he wrestled with many heavy topics like generational trauma, toxic relationships, and his own insecurities and shortcomings. While previous efforts like Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, and Damn have been showered with awards and accolades, Kendrick believes that the true measure of Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers' success isn't in the industry prizes, but in its impact on the listeners. Kendrick said, "I've had rewards for all my other albums in different ways, whether it was accolades, whether it was the Pulitzer, whether it was the Grammys. This one is the reward for humanity for me. That's the beauty, that's the best feeling I've been getting. It's like when I be talking to some of my partners that was never able to express themselves and communicate, they only knew how to communicate with violence. And for them to call up their moms, call their pops and say, you hurt me, and this pushed me to go stay with my grandma, which my grandma pushed me to go stay with my homies, which the homies pushed me to, for them to be able to express that and have that communication is rewarding for me." Elsewhere in his W Magazine cover story, Kendrick explained how fatherhood has changed his outlook on life and helped shape Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, particularly its vulnerable and confessional content. He said, "A lot of times we play with the idea of unconditional love and don't necessarily know if it's real until you feel it. My children allowed me, in their development as human beings, beginning to walk and talk, to remove my ego, to know that my children too will have their own independence. That allows me to understand the unconditional love on my end. Will I allow them to be themselves? Will I allow them to journey off in the world and experience life for what they know of? That's love to me. And when I look at that, I try to apply it with how I express myself, how I look at my career, and how I meet other individuals. Am I allowing them to be themselves without any judgment? My children have taught me that." Kendrick also went on to reveal that he decided against consulting his close relatives before putting out songs like Mother I Sober and Auntie Diaries on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Kendrick said if he did consult those family members, the songs most likely wouldn't have come out. He said, "I'm a private person. It was tough for me. The reason why I had to make that decision, whether they was for or against it, I just didn't want the influence. I could have cut corners and got flashy with it and worded my words a certain way. Nah, I had to be in the rawest, truest form I could possibly be in order for it to be freeing for me. In order for me to have a different outlook and the perspective on people I'm talking to. I had to reap whatever consequences came behind that and also be compassionate and show empathy if they were hurt by it."
Ok.
Bonjour, bonsoir, bienvenue sur la chaîne du Sorcerer. Et aujourd'hui, on va terminer notre saga sur Kendrick Lamar. Oui, ça aura été long. Avec le dernier album en date avant la sortie de l'album qui est, on ne sait pas quand ça va sortir. Il va nous déposer ça, on ne sait même pas. Mr. Morale et Big Stepper, un album qui a été accueilli par les normies, parce que j'aime estimer que ce sont les normies, qui n'a pas été accueilli de la belle manière quand il est sorti, par moi, je m'excuse là-dedans, moi j'ai adoré cet album-là quand il est sorti, et qui venait d'une longue pause de 5 ans par l'album Damn. Et il y a beaucoup de choses qui se passaient dans la vie, un peu Kendrick Lamar qu'on a un peu découvert après, tout ce qu'il vivait, tout ce qui a fait vraiment une longue pause de 5 ans, on ne savait même pas où il était passé et tout. Et il est revenu avec cet album-là il y a 2 ans, qui est Big Mola Mustapha. Comme je le disais souvent, les albums de Kendrick Lamar ont toujours des structures narratives différentes. Good Kid, Mad City, c'était un film, Section 80, c'était un roman. Comment ça s'appelle? To Pimp a Butterfly, c'était un poème. Et le dernier, Mr. Morale et Big Stepper, c'est une pièce de théâtre, comme vous pouvez le voir là, avec le vinyle de Zanzu, qui est génial. Et on peut voir lui et sa fille et son fils. Lui avait le truc de Jésus. Un truc. C'est pour ça que c'est toujours bien le vinyle. Ah ouais, j'avais jamais remarqué ça. Remets un peu. Ça fait un peu c'est un peu une référence à Malcolm X, non? Ce genre de conneries là.
C'est exactement ça. Et il y avait des.
Ouais, jamais remarqué ça.
Le photographe qui a pris les photos de cet album elle a affiché des nouveaux photos il y a quelques semaines.
Ah, faut m'en
Et il y a un avec Whitney. Elle a Enoch sur ses genoux et elle a comment ça s'appelle? Uzi à côté d'elle et puis il y a Kendrick derrière eux avec le shotgun.
J'ai cru voir ça, ouais, j'ai vu ça. Non, ça c'est une référence à Malcolm X, ça. Genre, comment il s'appelle là? Il y a beaucoup d'artistes qui ont fait cette référence le truc de Malcolm X avait le fusil à côté de la fenêtre. Il y a l'album de Caress One qui fait référence à ça. Il y a, c'est devant sa maison là, ça.
Peut-être.
C'est devant sa maison, donc. Et il y a plein.
Il y a aussi les shotguns ici.
Mhm. Il y a c'est beaucoup de références à Malcolm X. Ça. By
Ouais.
any means necessary. So it's a great album for me. More people like this album right now. At that time,
Yeah.
they hate it. At that time, they hate it because normies are like this.
Moi, j'étais excité pour le sortie de l'album parce que je venais juste de to ease into Kendrick Lamar. I was, avant, j'avais la résistance parce que mon introduction, c'était humble. Et j'étais pas trop dans ça, mais ouais, non. Mais je regardais le Black Panther et le son à la fin avec The Weeknd. Ça m'a, you know, I was feeling it a little bit. Et puis le son XXX, c'est devenu mon chanson hip-hop préférée. Et j'ai écouté le Dame, j'ai dit, ok, je comprends. Mais j'étais plus sur J. Cole parce qu'il était plus facile à écouter.
Ouais, plus facile.
Mais puis, Family Matters est sorti. J'ai dit, wow, ça c'est très intéressant. C'est très, très, très intéressant. Je suis excité si l'album sort. Et puis l'album sort, mais c'était pas un rollout. Il n'y avait pas vraiment un rollout. C'était juste Kendrick qui dit, ok, this is what's gonna happen. Il a mis il y avait un tweet qui est allé viral en 2021. Et ça disait Kendrick Lamar has officially retired. Et puis 2 semaines après, Kendrick Lamar il quote tweet that et puis il met son website OK Lama. Et là ça sort, il y a une lettre qui dit j'ai un album qui va sortir bientôt. J'ai plus de téléphone, c'est rare que j'ai mon téléphone. Cet album
Ouais. For TDE saying it was his final album for TDE.
It was his final album. Qu'il allait passer à faire autre chose lui-même avec Day Free. Il n'y a pas de single et puis l'album sort. En fait, non, il y a The Heart Part 5. J'ai regardé les vidéos de Heart Part 5 et il fallait que je regarde un breakdown. Je crois que j'ai regardé le vidéo de Anthony Fantano après. Et j'ai un peu compris que cet album, ça n'allait pas être un album fun. Ça n'allait pas être comme Damn. Ça allait être compliqué. Et j'avais 19 ans à l'époque. Et j'ai décidé de ne pas écouter immédiatement. Je pensais qu'il fallait que j'écoute ses derniers projets d'abord. Et c'est ce que j'ai fait. Je savais que j'avais pas encore la maturité. J'avais même pas presque la maturité nécessaire pour écouter l'album, pour vraiment grasper. Et donc j'ai écouté cette année pour la première fois, la semaine avant que l'album de Metro Booming et Future sort. Donc tu peux imaginer ma confusion.
Ouais, je vois un peu. Ça c'était bien. That's great. For me, I was listening like 2 years ago. I was very, 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 very intrigued by this type of direction it takes. And also, I was very, very. For me, sometimes I was thinking like there was a hip hop version of a piece of music of Julius Eastman. Did you know Julius Eastman?
No, I don't know Julius Eastman.
Julius Eastman was, I think he was a classical musical guy
Okay.
who were black. It was. Did you know a guy like Philip Glass? Did you know that they are from kind of classic music, classic
Mm.
classic. I'm gonna say classic ambient electronic music. I'm gonna say that.
Okay.
Julius Eastman was a black man who do this type of music. Was a very minimalist, kind of minimalist classical music. That's why you know
Mm.
you listen a lot of keyboard sound, little note of piano. And Julius Eastman always
Oh,
talk about. Go ahead.
for moi, le piano, why the piano was reoccurring was because this album is set up to be like a play, and the piano is always the motif when it comes to the stage music of a play.
That's why I talk about Julius Eastman because Julius Eastman composes music like a play,
Okay.
like a theater, like a play. He always do, and he was very about black issues and social issues. He was very
Yeah.
effective with them. He died literally poor with poverty. Is years later than people re-engaged his music, praise his music. And I'm saying to myself, did you listen to that guy at that time? Sometimes I was thinking when I was listening, it
Mm.
kind of remind me the work of Julius Eastman. And also, I just listened Baby Kim Melodic Blue.
Ah, oui. Oh,
Yeah.
merci beaucoup.
And I think you were right because it's you who
Yeah.
introduced me this idea.
Mm.
But when I listen,
No,
go ahead.
it made, it made a lot of sense. Like these two albums are back to back.
Back to back.
Kendrick is all over. Kendrick is all over Melodic Blue, and Baby Keem is all over this album.
They mesh together. When you listen to those two albums, you click.
Mm.
You click because you can see the influence of Kendrick Lamar in Melodic Blue
Mm.
to the writing,
Yeah.
to the concept, and you can see all the idea of production of Baby Kim to Mr. Morale and Big Stepper.
Baby Keem directly. So N95
Yeah,
was produced by Soundwave and Soundwave, Jahan Sweet, and Boy Wonder, and additional production by Baby Keem. It made too much sense. It made too much sense. That's why I was mind blown when I saw that Baby Keem did not produce Euphoria, the first beat.
okay.
I was so who produced Euphoria? But I see Soundwave was on.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
Baby Kim was this good project, Melodic Blue. It's not
Yeah.
outstanding from my perspective because when you listen to that, you have so much better with My Beautiful Dark Twist, 808 Heartbreak, and Man on Moon Have the Day of Kid Cudi. Baby Kim
Yeah.
took the inspiration of those type of album to make Melodic Blue. That's the name, what?
Ouais, mais c'est intéressant parce que
That's it.
je crois que le prochain album de Baby Keem, ça va être dark. Parce que, if you look at it, right, Travis Scott, l'album de 2018,
Astro World.
avec c'est comme Astro World. Big project, big release, wild world to be into. Le prochain album, Utopia, dark.
More greedy, yeah.
Tyler the Creator, Call Me If You Get Lost. Maintenant, c'est celui qui va venir. On dirait que ça va être dark aussi.
He's released that in Halloween, so it's gonna be dark.
Yeah. Kendrick Lamar, To Pimp a Butterfly, damn, back to back. Mr. Morale, dark.
Yeah, dark. Mr.
Yeah.
Morale has so much influence over the production of Baby Kim, and I'm so impressed. I was listening before to do this our show, and I said to myself, it's not much complex than them. Them is way more complex than, but it's more personal. It's very the most personal album of Kendrick. You can see. I relate to so much song with Father Time, and one of my
Mm.
favorite song also. I forgot the name. The way he talk about his uncle. I forgot the name.
Auntie Diaries.
Auntie Diaries. It's very, 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 very. It was very, very emotional. The way he described how he grew up with his uncle who's transgender. He was a,
Yeah,
she was he was the woman. He was a woman before
yeah,
he became a man. That's the thing.
yeah. Yes, yes.
And I was very, very, very touched by this, by the storyline of that song.
Mhm.
The way he
And
described.
you can,
Go ahead.
it's beautifully written too because every time I'm on YouTube, I see a
Transgender.
video, yeah, a video essay of someone in that community that says this song is the best. It's non-problematic,
Mhm.
um, and like down to like even like the writing, the core of the writing. I think Auntie Diaries is the first in that song that Kendrick rapped and wrote with the F word in it,
Why do you say
which
that?
because he's never used the F word before in his music, which which is odd because a lot of rappers did use that word a lot.
Okay. Ah, the F word.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and
When you
it's
talk
it's
about
interesting because
we talk about the F word, we talk about the FAGGOT.
yeah,
Le mot
yeah,
qui veut dire un peu PEDE. Si vous avez compris
ouais,
en français, c'est un peu ça qu'on voulait dire.
exactement. Ouais. The last song, the most recent song that I've heard that used that word and didn't get repercussions for it was Rap God from 2013.
Okay.
So it's not like it's like a new development in society where we have reservations with saying that word.
Yeah.
And Kendrick never used it in his raps. Is very like Tyler the Creator used it so much in his
So
raps.
much.
And
Wrong name, see, my brain splitting. Dad isn't your name, see, baggage a little more fitting. Mom was only 20 when
Beginning of his career, he used that word a lot. A lot.
it's almost uncomfortable. But here, like the way Kendrick uses it, he's slipping into perspectives in and out, and him constantly misgendering his
Yeah.
uncle is also very interesting because I guess what I took from it is that he was never truthfully homophobic, but he had tendencies, and he quite didn't like understand, like what the boundaries were.
Oh, yeah.
Because he'd always do this, he'd always do that, and she'd always do this. Like he kept like slipping back into that mentality.
That was very.
And I remember
Go ahead.
in the To Pimp a Butterfly days, he had an interview with NWA, and or like was it was either with NWA or with someone else, and like they asked him like how'd you get into rapping, and he said my auntie was the first person I ever seen rap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was.
but now
He's
but now he
the man.
changed.
That's
Mm.
thank you. I was very very emotional because the rap the cause of his passion of rap is that aunties we became a man of it. We became a man.
Mm.
Plus the emotional thing I was thinking because he see his aunties became write raps and he saw that when he was younger. That's the
Yeah,
first thing
yeah.
I was listening when I listened to
A lot of his swag comes from his auntie.
Uncle
The doing like his haircuts, the way he'd dress,
Yeah.
and like going back and forth.
Right. That was
Yeah,
very
and like the type of woman that he dated as well.
well. That was very emotional. The impact of that people. It was the first time in a hip hop album you see that type of song who can describe very, very vividly the complexity to grow up with a family member
Yeah,
who is transgender,
yeah,
and to kind of put in perspective. That was very beautiful. That was
yeah.
very beautiful because it can help transgender people. It's not complacent. It's very honest.
Mm,
It's not very honest.
yeah,
It's not pandering for the
yeah.
LGBT community. It's not the pander a way to pander LGBT community.
Mm.
The-
It's interesting that you say that because I, if you remember in 2018,
yeah.
a song leaked by Joyner Lucas and Eminem,
Okay.
titled "What If I Was Gay." It was a leak. It wasn't even finished. I guess it was like an idea, and it was Joyner Lucas playing the role of a friend who's coming out to another friend who's played by Eminem. And the idea and the mindset is very interesting, especially coming from Eminem. But the execution wasn't good. But it was a leak, so it's not it wasn't meant to come out. But people, they got a lot of shit for it on Twitter.
Yeah, because sometimes it's put to pander the
Yeah.
LGBT community. But when you listen to Kendrick, he's not trying to relate his story about his auntie who became a man and how this auntie had so much impact on his life because the rapper he became it's because of this auntie. And that was
Yeah.
so beautiful. And one of my favorite song also is one of my favorite song. I talk about me a lot. What is your favorite song of the album, and what is your perspective on the album when you listen that in the first time?
My favorite song is "Crown."
Crown. Why Crown?
Because all the noise is gone. There's no noise. It's just Kendrick and the piano, and all the voices are Kendrick as well. And he is speaking so poetically, but also so bluntly at the same time. And it's also right after the song comes in right after a banger as well, "Count Me Out." But "Crown," man, it reminds, like, songs like "Crown" remind me of when Andre 3000 made "The Love Below," or even "New Blue Sun." Like, he's not concerned about rapping the best. Even on this whole album throughout, like, he's not concerned about rapping the best, about coming up with the best bars.
It's not about
It's
competition.
not about. And in this one, he's singing and over a piano. I can't please everybody. I can't please everybody. One thing I like in a lot of lyrics in like rock songs and pop songs that I like is repetition of one line that means so much.
Right, yeah.
Over and over. Can't please everybody. I can't even when I can't please everybody.
That's the beauty of a pop song. Pop song, great pop song is how to make a simple beautiful line and repeat.
Yeah.
Every time. Who's the master of pop song there? Michael, Phil Collins. I'm gonna say Gautier also.
Gautier, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Yes.
Gautier also. Gautier, Peter Gabriel. They are very master to
Yeah.
write simple words, a simple song. And you can remember that this is very hard to do. People think this is easy. This is very hard to do. Popular song to say simple word will mean so many things.
Beyonce.
Huh?
Beyonce.
Beyonce, she not right. She always took.
She writes later in her career. She's been writing, but
I never listen to. And then I don't listen. I'm gonna listen her last project. I never listened to the two last project. She write right now.
Well, it's kind of like standard pop. Like, she writes some songs and then other people write others. But I don't like Beyonce's music at all. But I can see, like, what the credits say. I'll go buy it until someone releases the reverse track. So I see that she wrote this song. I go, oh, that's cool. Beyonce wrote.
Because the sister is way much better writer than her.
Solange.
Oh, way much better. Way more better. Way much better.
Even Air, Kelly Watch the Stars, the only lyric in that song is Kelly Watch the Star. And it hits different every single time.
This is beautiful. That's the thing about, we will digress a little bit, but that's the way you write pop song. For me, pop song is that. Because sometimes people think pop song need to be weaker or easy. No, pop song need to be simple, beautiful.
Yes.
They don't understand. They think pop song need to be simple,
party
and what. No, pop song need to be simple and beautiful and very, very how to say that, replay value. I need to have replay value. Gautier is a master to that.
Also Bob Marley, even though like his music is reggae, he has a pop approach to it. In a lot of Bob Marley songs, he sings the first verse, the chorus, the second verse, the chorus, and the third verse is actually the first verse. He brings those lyrics back. Or sometimes he sings the same verse twice, but like you could like the vocal inflections are different on the second time around. He adds some O's or some runs on certain words.
But I got keep on moving.
Push on through. Whoa. Lord, I gotta keep on moving. Lord, I gotta get on.
Understand what you say? Like, okay. And it's just the tonality.
Yeah, and what helps is the background vocals, the I3s. Singing the chorus, and he's like, like how Michael Jackson is performing and there's this choreography, and he goes out of the choreography to dance a little bit, but like to sing, and then he slips back in right easy. The best Bob Marley song to compare that to would be Johnny Was. From Rastaman Vibration. Johnny was a good man. And but like the I3s are singing, Johnny was a good man.
Okay.
So that's what Kendrick is doing with the song Crown, which is very impressive. Because it's the first song.
He referenced Bob Marley on that song.
Yeah, he referenced Bob Marley in the song Purple Hearts.
Not tripping, I ducked the party. Who said they saw me? Crowned on Bob Marley.
Purple Hearts, yeah, with Summer Walker. Yeah.
Yeah, Crown on Bob Marley.
Yeah. Go ahead, you talk about Crown.
I mean, that's really all it is. And Crown, I feel like Crown is one of the climaxes of the album.
Okay.
But like Count Me Out is also a climax of the album, and it
really climax.
It's like at the exact same time.
Count Me Out. Go ahead.
Yeah. United in Grief, N95, and Worldwide Steppers are the best 3-track run on this album. Like back to back is crazy, and I love the beat of Worldwide Steppers because it's just a sense that sounds like a heartbreak.
Yeah.
No drums. It's just Kendrick going fast.
United Grief, I like the instrumental when it seems to be very, very free jazz. At the end.
Oh yeah.
You can see not the chorus, but not the instrument, but the classical instrument begin to elevate with the free jazz.
With piano by Duval Timothy.
Devonte?
Duval Timothy.
I don't know that guy.
He's the pianist all over this album, I believe.
Okay, that's why I'm very sure he studied the sound. I'm very sure he studied the sound of Julius Eastman Philip Glass. You have to listen those albums, those artists, because there was minimal, minimal pianist, minimal sound, minimal music. It's just a little piano, just a melody. It's the same. Those type of music is very used to play to theater.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's very, 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 very inspired by theater. And very, very personal that album. Very grippy. No, that's why the people was very confused at that time when they listen to Mr. Morale Big Stepper, because them they like not the complexity of the tape, but the sound was very, very bouncy and catchy.
They like the bangers.
The bangers also, that is way more complex than the banger, the song banger. You listen to them have so much complexity. I think it's the most complex album he ever made. But the way that the song the song I'm the most uncomfortable is We Cry Together. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it.
No, We Cry Together goes hard. We cry that it goes hard. For me, that's a banger. That song is a slam.
For me, that song is so much uncomfortable for me. So much uncomfortable. I say, yeah, you go way too much to that song. I think it's not bad, but it's uncomfortable for me. It's not bad.
Do you relate to it? Do you relate to it?
I never relate to that. I never have with a woman. Never, because I'm not the type of dude who have that type of reaction with a woman. If I see a woman make me a drama, I just go. You don't see. I never have that type of. That's why I'm uncomfortable, because it's not my character to have that type of relationship. Was very toxic. I'm not into toxic. I'm not into toxic relationship. It's very kind of.
Okay.
It's very, very kind of unreliable. But I can see people who's like that. I saw couples who argue like that.
Okay.
I saw couples who argue like that. It's make me uncomfortable when I saw that. It remind me some fight couple I saw with the people I know, and that was make me uncomfortable because you don't know what side you have to take.
Yeah.
You don't know it. That was crazy. What do you think about this song We Cry Together?
I love it. People call me crazy for this, but I actually walk around and listen to that song outside of the album. Like I'll put that song on and listen to it because I do love the music and like the rapping in this song.
Okay.
But I also appreciate the conversation. I think it taught me better, effective ways to argue. If you happen to be in an argument, just relax and like listen rather than listening to argue.
Yeah, listening to it. Yeah.
Because the way it's written, right? By the way, I feel like no one wanted the argument, but the character played by Taylor Page definitely had a different an edge on the man.
Yeah.
And he definitely had an edge.
I think
because she stayed consistent the whole argument, while Kendrick is trying to find like especially when it talks about like women can't get along, and she goes to explain. And like when she got a man, you didn't answer the phone. Like R&B singers don't feature on each other's songs, and
he tried to have an excuse. He tried to search an excuse.
Yeah.
And
but
Taylor, the name of the actress is Taylor Page.
Yeah, Taylor Page.
Taylor Page, is she outshine Kendrick on that song? Yeah? She's really, really, really.
Performance wise, yeah. I think that's why Kendrick opted. To have an actress on the song.
Yeah.
Rather than a rapper.
She's a very, very outshine Kendrick on that song. That was very, very beautiful. Very uncomfortable for me to sing. Very, very uncomfortable, but that was very, very beautiful. And also, I like the narrator of that album, Ed Cartool. Did you know Ed Cartool?
He is a popular psychiatrist.
Yeah.
That focus on people in marginalized communities, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because why? You hear me?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay. One of my ex-girlfriend, we're gonna say that, introduced me to that psychiatrist. The book of the psychiatrist is always straight about human condition, human psychology, and that was very, very intriguing when I saw his name, Ed Cartool. He's really, really a psychiatrist who introduced me. I forgot the name of the book. My ex-girlfriend showed me, because she also in holistic psychology, do a lot of yoga. That was very, very those weird things, and that was very, very intriguing to see Kendrick have this man like a narrator of that album, because you can see like it's like session therapy, that album. It's like a play of a session therapy. C'est comme une session, c'est en fait une pièce de théâtre, c'est une, comment on appelle ça, une pièce de théâtre basée sur, comment on appelle ça, une thérapie avec ton psychanalyse. C'est comme si un peu c'est une pièce de théâtre avec un psychanalyste, et qu'on le voit et on est à nous les spectateurs en train de regarder un peu cette pièce de théâtre là. Donc ça m'a marqué un peu, parce que quand j'ai vu Ed Cartool, il dit la pièce de théâtre sur un psychanalyste, et Kendrick qui va chez son, comment on appelle ça, qui va chez son psychiatre un peu.
Donc, je crois que le premier, parce que Mission Morale et le Big Stepper on paper, c'est un peu un double album.
Ouais.
Et le premier partie c'est The Big Steppers, puis la deuxième partie c'est Mission Morale, et ça reflète parce que sur la première partie on dirait que c'est Kendrick en train de just dishing stuff out. United in grief, he's complaining about his materialism, and his a little bit hinting at his sex addiction. And then N95, it's him talking about all the problems in the world and media and social media and stuff. Worldwide Steppers, he's talking about like guilt about doing things in regular life that lead to the death of so many people, and he doesn't know how to cope with that. Die Hard, Die Hard is about I gotta remember, because I don't really listen to that song very often.
Me too.
I think it's more or less about the same thing, about because he starts the song by saying, I popped the pain away, I dropped the pain away, like like coping with stuff at an uncomfortable level. Father Time is about his relationship with his father. Rich Interlude, that's when the album gets interesting, because it's Kodak Black.
Yeah, but what do you think about the choice of Kodak Black? That's why the thing intrigued me because I know about your personality. What did you say about the introduction about Kodak Black to that album? Because it's way more. You have so many features in the album.
So musically, Kodak Black has the ability.
Yeah.
He's always had the ability. If you listen to his music before he got signed or before he found his sound, Kodak Black is a rapper. He is a rapper. And that's reflected well. Like you can't get, you probably can't get Gunna to rap on this piano, and that's accelerating over time.
Okay.
But Kodak Black does very interesting things here, and he also does very interesting things on Silent Hill. Now, when I learned about Kodak Black's actual situation, I was here and there, but I decided to take it for the art. I decided to take it as, maybe Kendrick, because Kendrick mentions Drake on this album as well, and he also said that Drake relied on an artist that tried to offer him some help. I think Kendrick really wanted to support
Kodak.
and help support Kodak and also help Drake see himself for what he is. But since he was resisting, Kendrick decided to become the oppressor instead. I think Kendrick is fun. I think Kendrick sees his past behaviors and seeing the pattern. If he continued on the pattern, he could accidentally fall into the same things that all these black artists in the industry have fallen into. All the weird stuff. And that's like him, trying to brush it off. He's trying to wash it away from himself. I think he executed it well here. But including Kodak in his work is a risk that paid off, but it's a risk. It's a big risk that I don't think.
I saw that at that time. I say, damn, you have a balls. I say that what Kodak Black with all the antics that men have, all the weird antics that men have, very, 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 and his appearance don't help, unfortunately. So that was very, very interesting to see Kendrick to go to that type of risk, and that's the thing I like about that album also. This is an album we're gonna age very, very well, and sometimes I say it's gonna age very well, better than them. I think we're gonna like it, Mr. Morale and Big Stepper, way more than them. It's gonna be for me after
To Be a Butterfly.
I think it's gonna surpass Good Kid, Mad City.
For me, To Be a Butterfly and Mr. Morale, they're tied, but I like the music of To Be a Butterfly more.
Yeah. That's the
But
same. We have the same sentiment, because I was thinking that album gonna surpass Good Kid and Mad City. The age way more years later. When you're gonna listen 20 plus, go ahead.
I saw someone say that Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, and Mr. Morale is Kendrick's graduation series.
Explain more.
Trilogy.
Explain that.
Because the titles are structured very similarly, like 4 or more words put together, long title, and also the structure of how they play along together. And it was especially interesting how they left out Damn, because Damn is it's a very different album to what Kendrick is normally known for doing. He's like, Damn is first of all, like in terms of like the sequencing of Damn is a fast album.
Quick.
Like DJ Headset, slap. it's a slapper album, and but like Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. It kind of reminds me, like the title, like reading the titles back to back to back kind of reminds me of the Godfather series.
Yeah,
How like when you read the titles of them, it's very interesting.
very, very interesting. So I can see why you say it's like a trilogy. It makes sense. It really, really
Yeah.
makes sense. And I like the three album. I think for me, Mr. Morale gonna be better years later than gonna be better than Monkey the Bad City. Yeah, gonna
Mm.
go back because Morale it's like really, really hard to say that in English. The healing of Kendrick, the healing,
Mm.
the healing of the good kid of the Mad City.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
the
Like,
healing of the good kid in Mad City is way, way, way mature. When it goes for people who gonna have 30, 40, 50, or 60, that album now resonate with them.
yeah.
Good kid,
It's also proof that it's
good.
also proof that no matter how mature or how smart you are, you still need, these times to sit down and really look at yourself.
Yeah, it's in a time to. Oh, I got have the chance to talk with a psychiatrist. You talk about to heal your trauma, your experience. Because when you see Kendrick, you never knew he had that type of trauma. You knew he had that trauma, but you never knew the how it
Detail.
was heavy at his life at that moment. Because
Yeah.
you was thinking, he knew how to defeat his demon in Good Kid and Mad
Mm.
City. When you listen in Good Kid, Mad City or To People Butterfly.
I think in Damn, because the whole premise of Damn
Yeah.
is how in control he was, like and disciplined he was. That's why his rapping was so on point and punctual on that album. And then here, he's just all over the
It's
place.
all over.
Yeah, until this part, the Mr. Morale part, he's like starting to find a new way of going about things. Like Auntie Diaries, Mother I So originally made for Damn, and it had a guitar and a harmonica as well, apart from the
Oh my
piano.
god. Oh my god. I'm gonna listen to the new version. Oh.
I'll send it to you.
Don't Mother Sober is one of my favorite Kendrick song of all his discography. It Sing About Me, Mother Sober, and You. This is my top three. Sing About
You like the crazy songs of Kendrick, bro. The songs he doesn't perform.
I like those songs. For me,
Yeah,
that's the song I always want one time he do that in life. You, I think you is gonna be you're never gonna do you. Okay, it's too much.
He does the first half, but he doesn't do the second.
He's never gonna do the second part.
He did About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst in 2022.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, and he only did the first verse. After that, he just kept singing the chorus.
Yeah, and the third one, Mother Soba, I never knew he had a live on that.
No, he didn't. He didn't perform on the Big Steppers tour.
Me, I like those songs. That's my favorite song of all this discography. When I listen to that, I have so much. And the fact is, he have one of my musical hero of to that song. Ben Gibbons is one of my musical hero all the time. Ben Gibbons for the band for T-shirt. You have to listen. Did you listen for T-shirt? For T-shirt is great, huh?
I've heard Dummy.
Dummy. Did you listen to the live album Road?
That's the Dummy's the only one I heard.
Yeah, you have to listen to Road. Dummy is the first one, I think. Dummy is the first one. I think it's also the favorite band of Tech Nine. The favorite. That's why Tech Nine love to have female voice. And the female voice he have is always the female voice who have the same voice like Ben Gibbons. of my favorite song of Tech Nine. It's like his song is like a version of not Crown of Kendrick, but a version of Big Moran, Big Stepper, a healing about success. We're gonna say N95, no, not N95. I'm gonna say Savior. It's like similar to Savior. The song is Who Do I Catch Now? It's Tech who reflect. Go ahead.
Savior is one of my favorites as well on this album.
Tech Nine have a same song. Who Do I Catch Now? Who Do I Catch Now is him reflect of his success because he was an outsider all his career, and right now he's big successful. All the industry respect him. Because it's the sequel of the song of another song he have is called Red Nose, because he still think I was a red nose of the industry because I was a widow. So the song is Who Do I Catch Now? The voice of the female, the beautiful voice of the female. I'm gonna send you that. The voice of the female is like Beth Gibbons. It's not Beth Gibbons, but he always, one of his dreams is to have a feature with Beth Gibbons.
Yeah.
Beth Gibbons. Always Geoff Barrow of Politician, Beth Gibbons. I love that. That's why it's my favorite song of Kendrick of all. Top three.
Yeah. I love the hook.
The hook.
Yeah, I love the hooks of Baby Keem and Kendrick together.
Yeah.
They're always very amazing. Like especially the hook of N95. Ugh, you ugly as fuck. You out of pocket. It's just I don't know why. I guess I don't even know what it means really.
That's why I'm very.
Oh, actually, no. I do know what it means. Take all of the designer bullshit off, and what do you have? You're just ugly as fuck.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I want. I want to listen to Abilities, the album. See if he make an album.
Yeah. They need to make an album.
They need to make an album together because I think it's gonna be so. I don't want to say complex. It's gonna surprise so many people. The direction, the music, the vibe is gonna be catchy, funny, and experimental. If they made Abilities, it's gonna be catchy, funny, experimental. Very, very good.
It's been 3 years and I'm still buzzing off of Family Ties.
Yeah. That's album, that song. No, Melodic Blue is very, very. I was surprised. That album is very good. I was thinking that, but I'm never gonna like it. Go ahead. But when I was listening, go ahead.
No, you finish.
Yeah, I was listening. I said, damn, this is very, very, very beautiful. I can see the influence of Kid Cudi, of Man Moon End of Day, and 808 Outbreak.
Travis Scott, Kanye West.
Yeah, Travis Scott and Kid Cudi also. Kid Cudi, because when you listen to Travis Scott, I say Travis Scott of Rodeo, not Travis Scott of Afterworld. Travis Scott of the album Rodeo, I think more for him.
Yeah.
That was very, very, very. That was cinematic, and Baby Keem is a really, really, really good producer. Really
good producer, a good vocalist, rap and singing, but also a good writer when he writes.
When he writes, but it doesn't have a strong team. That's the only weakness I see for him. He never have a strong team to carry an album. Some songs have a great team. Some songs are kind of, how to say that? I don't want to say weak, but kind of, it's not strong enough. It's not because it's young.
No, I feel like your favorite song on the album is 16.
Yeah,
that song.
Yes.
Yeah, That was a Kendrick song, and it was originally going to be for this.
Okay, I understood. I know. I understand why. Right.
The verses are by Keem, but Kendrick, there's a reference track of Kendrick. It was on a completely different.
My mama mad at me, I know I fucked up big. My girl mad at me, I know I fucked up big. What's love? I guess I never understand. Every time I say sorry, I do that shit again. Check.
Instrumental doing the. My mama mad at me, she know I fucked up big. My dad mad at me, she know I fucked up big.
Okay.
What's love? I guess it's all in my head. Every time I say I'm sorry, I do that shit again.
That's my favorite song of the album. I will say when you say it was gonna be to Mr. Morale and Big Stepper, it makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes complete sense. That's because that was my fun. That's why I understood why how Kendrick put his effort on that melodic blue for the theme. But the production of Mr. Morale and Big Stepper, I'm gonna say, is better than them for the production of them for me.
Yeah.
And is just a three step down of the People Butterfly for the production.
Yeah.
3 step down.
I like another song I really like that I think is not talked about enough is Mr. Morale.
Why do you like Mr. Morale?
Because it's the energy, man. It I don't know, and then the chorus by who did the chorus? Tana Leon. Like it's just I don't know, man. The energy is good, and also the verses are very interesting as well. And I think I believe if I can, no one can predict Kendrick, but if I were to make a prediction, I think that the new album that's around the corner, creeping up on us, I think that's gonna be in the same vein as Mr. Morale, as the song Mr. Morale.
You think so?
Yeah, because he also talks about, like, he says, I think about Robert Kelly. I wonder if he wasn't molested. I wonder if life would fail him. And he also talks about Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry and how they're disgraceful. And he dissed Oprah Winfrey as well.
I like it. I will love it. I love that part when it's this to Oprah. Oh my God, when.
Oprah Winfrey's a bitch.
We gotta censor that. Oprah Winfrey is not a good woman. We're gonna censor. It's not a good woman. It's not a good woman. It's not a good one. I don't have a strong power to fight him right now. Maybe you have so much.
I also love
she disgusts me. She disgusts me with the. Did you remember the thing with The Rock she made when how do you say that the island of Rock have a fire? Est-ce que tu te rappelles?
Yeah. You remember ça? They were asking donations from us, like we were gonna change the world. You have the money.
Oh my godness. Et j'ai adoré comment les gens les ont bâchés sur le les ont bâchés sur le. Ils ont enlevé la vidéo.
Ouais. Même en vraie vie, The Rock came back to WWE et on lui a boué.
Donc toi la direction du... Vas-y.
Vous voulez dire que le version démo des Mother I Sober, c'est très beau. C'est pas le même instru, c'est different chords, different instruments. C'était un guitare au lieu d'un piano. Je crois que Mission Morale en général, ça allait être un folk rock album au lieu d'un theater album.
Ah, album folk.
Avec with like guitar rather than piano, mais les rap, parce qu'il y avait aussi il y a un son qui a leaké récemment qui s'appelle Abortion Money.
Two things always been off limits. I still say women and children. Today nobody living with moral compass. Pointing the fingers around the mirrors. Play the song on the radio. I need everybody on the dance floor tonight. Possibility of language where nobody wins. Possibility.
Qui est très bon aussi. Il sample Nick Drake dessus.
Ah oui, tu m'avais envoyé ça.
Um,
Je crois que tu m'avais envoyé ça il y a quelques mois, ça. Le son, il avait
ouais.
fait pénible. Ou bien c'était Abo. C'est Abo qui m'a envoyé ça.
C'est peut-être Abo qui t'a envoyé ça parce
Ça.
que c'est son genre de
Oui,
truc.
il aime les trucs.
Um, um,
Bon, c'est moi qui l'ai
oui,
fait
mais c'est
découvrir.
Kendrick,
C'est moi qui l'ai fait
ouais,
découvrir.
c'est Kendrick qui chante le chorus de Mother I Sober. I wish I was somebody, anybody but myself. Well, what I like about this album is that every song sounds like it could be the last song of the album.
Yes, 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 yes. Every song is
And
like it's the last one.
and one other album that I love listening to that reminds me so much that has that element in it where every song sounds like it could be the last song of the album is Carrie Lowell by Sufjan Stevens.
Yeah. Oh, was a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Was a masterpiece.
Like the first song of Carrie Lowell, I forgot what it was called. Hold on. Death with Dignity.
Yeah.
That reminds me so much of United in Grief.
Yeah. Maybe he was listening to that also. Because
Ah, c'est possible.
peut-être parce qu'il a
C'est
samplé,
possible.
il a samplé dans Tout People Butterfly, il avait samplé Sufjan Stevens un peu. Ou de Politics.
Il a chanté,
Ou de Politics.
Yeah, Hood Politics. I've been A1 since day one, you niggas boo boo. Il a samplé, je crois, le title track de cet album,
Ouais, je pense.
Age of Odds.
Sufjan Stevens. Ah, ça, je vais faire. Il faudra qu'on fasse aussi des sujets sur le mec, hein, parce que. Wow, 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 wow.
Il va jamais finir, il a trop la musique.
Non, mais peut-être prendre des albums
trop-
essentiels. C'est-à-dire
Les albums, et ça c'est.
Illinois, Carrie Lowell, le premier. Tu vois un peu. Et
Ouais.
comment il s'appelle là, le dernier qu'il a. C'était quoi? Comment il s'appelle encore le dernier là, qui était dépressif? Javelin. Oh mon dieu.
J'avoue.
C'était hyper. Enfin, c'était descente aux enfers. Mon Dieu.
Faudrait aussi faire le quelques sons dans son Christmas album. Parce qu'il y a un son, j'étais en train de-
J'ai jamais suivi son Christmas.
j'étais en train de- moi non plus, mais j'étais en train de suivre le nouveau saison de émission que je regarde qui s'appelle Heartstopper.
Ok.
Et dans le 5e épisode, c'était un Christmas épisode. Ils ont mis le son This was the worst Christmas ever.
Ok.
De Sufjan Stevens dessus. Ah, ça t'attrape ici.
Je vais essayer de voir ça. Je vais essayer de voir ça. Je vais essayer d'écouter aussi ça. So, I think that was everything about the album, Mr. Morale and Big Stepper. And I'm gonna say also, you think the direction of his new album is gonna be that type of sound, that type of direction? You think he's gonna follow that type of
Of the song Mr. Morale specifically. I feel like it's going to be a mix of West Coast and also that song parce que récemment, Formula One, ils ont fait un petit bande-annonce sur les réseaux sociaux qui vont revenir et ils ont utilisé le snippet de Broccoli.
Ok.
Et avant, je disais, oh, ils ont juste utilisé le son. Mais j'ai rendu compte que pour utiliser un son comme ça, il faudra qu'il utilise le licence. Et je pense pas que Kendrick allait granter la licence s'il n'allait pas faire sortir le son. Donc,
Ben, je vois un
c'est
peu ce que tu
intéressant.
veux dire. Je vois un peu ce que tu veux dire. Non, c'est un peu ça, un peu là. Donc, franchement, c'est un autre sujet sur Mr. Moral et Big Stepper. J'espère que quand ça va sortir, l'album sera déjà sorti, le dernier album de Kendrick. Et comme ça, vous pourrez voir un peu la saga qu'on aura fait sur Kendrick Lamar, pour les gens qui pourront étudier un peu Kendrick Lamar. Parce que, bon, il y en a marre un peu des mecs qui te parlent de Kendrick et te disent, ok, alright, ok, maintenant no like us. Ouais, ça m'énerve quand not like us passe en soirée. Hein. Ah, j'ai envie de vomir. Ah, je supporte pas quand les gars mettent no like us. Parce que déjà, ils mettent ça par suivisme. Mais pas ça, pas truc. Moi, c'est plus Euphoria, Meet the Grams, c'est ça même que j'attends qu'on mette, hein. Ils mettent pas ça. C'est des tocards.
Non, non, ça me dérange pas trop parce que là, non, là, que c'est un slap.
Oui,
C'est
bon,
un slap.
ouais, bon, bref.
Et j'aime ça plus que Humble.
Ouais, bah, en tout cas, mais c'est plus intéressant que Humble, ça c'est vrai. Mais en tout cas, pour montrer un peu la perspective de celui que je considère vraiment comme peut-être l'artiste le plus intéressant, l'artiste de hip-hop le plus intéressant de ces 10, 15 dernières années, et peut-être l'un des plus grands artistes de l'histoire de la musique américaine du 21e siècle, hein. Ça, on peut le mettre dans cette dimension-là maintenant. J'ai plus peur de le dire.
Avec 4 albums. Avec 4 albums.
Juste 4 albums. Et ces 4 albums-là.
Bon, en fait, moi, je trouve que Monsieur Moral et le Big Stepper, c'était son dernier album.
Mais moi, pour moi, je disais, pour moi, j'avais dit, en fait, hein, quand j'ai suivi ça, j'ai dit, si on doit encore écouter un album du gars là, c'est dans 10 ans. C'est ce que j'avais dit à mon pote à l'époque, qui
Ouais.
s'appelle Djibril. J'avais dit, on va écouter, c'est dans 10 ans qu'il va sortir. Là où il est là, et tout. Il est en train de nous dire bye bye. Moi, c'était ça que j'attendais. J'ai dit, hey, je vous laisse l'histoire là, je m'en vais vivre avec ma famille. Pour moi, c'est ce que j'avais compris sur l'histoire.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. C'est pour ça que j'étais confus. Parce que Like That, ça sort de Metro Booming et Future. Et il n'a même pas encore fini son tour festival d'Amérique du Sud.
Mhm.
Et puis, il finit, il fait le pop-out. Et il commence à filmer le film avec Dave Free et le gars de South Park. Et puis l'année prochaine, il va aller en stadium tour. C'est trop. C'est trop quand même.
Voilà, là, là. Mais c'est ceux qui planifiaient ça depuis, en fait. Enfoiré,
Ouais,
planifiait ça,
ouais.
là. Il planifiait ça. En tout cas, c'est tout. En tout cas, merci encore, Zanzo, par rapport à ça. J'espère vraiment que cette saga vous aura plu, que vous pourrez l'apprécier et tout. Je vous mettrai la playlist en description. Il sera d'abord disponible sur Patreon. J'ai adoré faire cette saga sur Kendrick Lamar et tout. C'était bon de pouvoir plonger un peu dans chaque aspect de son évolution artistique. Il y a un album qu'on n'a pas fait, c'est Overly Dedicated. Ben, je me dis, bon, ouais. Parce que, à partir de
Pour moi, pour moi, Overly Dedicated, c'est mieux que Section 80.
pour toi,
Ouais.
tu vas m'expliquer ça un autre jour après. Tu vas m'expliquer ça un autre jour après. En tout cas, ce sera le truc là. En tout cas, merci encore aux abonnés, merci à tous et à plus pour d'autres aventures. Yes.